Any health-related information on the following show provides general information only. Content presented on any show by any host or guest should not be substituted for a doctor's advice. Always consult your physician before beginning any new diet, exercise, or treatment program.
Welcome to Accelerated Health with SaraBanta. I'm a busy wife, mom of 3, and an NANP certified supplement professional, but that's not all. I'm also the founder of the multi-award-winning Accelerated Health Products, a brand offering innovative, natural, scalar-enhanced supplements to optimize your health. And this podcast is not just a source of information, it's a community for all of us. We're all here to learn and grow on our health journeys, regardless of where we're starting. And this podcast is the springboard to learning. The free group coaching on Telegram is where we continue learning together. You ask your questions. I post tips and tools to deepen your health daily and keep you motivated in moving forward. So here's what you can expect. New episodes every Monday and Wednesday with in-depth health discussions and expert guests, and then hot topic issues every Friday to keep things fun. And then, of course, followed with the free health group coaching to help you have a space to keep learning and moving forward and ask your personal questions about what's going on in your life, in your health. The details can be found on my website, SaraBantaHealth.com. Have you thought about detoxing? I know it's a little freaky. You don't know if you're going to have those detox flu symptoms. Well, I've created over 10 unique, easy detox cleanses to help you reset your body while feeling great. My goal is for you to start feeling good so then you're motivated to keep moving forward. Because if you're not motivated, you're going to fall off a cliff and none of this stuff will work, right? So all of these cleanses are designed to give you results and make you feel good day one. Now, you can find the right one for you. There's the colon cleanse, just to get you pooping. There's the parasite cleanse, the candida cleanse, the accelerated fasting cleanse, the accelerated diet cleanse. That's the big one that incorporates everything, including the liver cleanse. You can do the liver cleanse on its own, but the accelerated diet cleanse incorporates other supplements to make the liver flush even more effective. And it's easy. You feel good day one. Well, if you don't know which ones to start with, you can find the detox quiz on my website and figure out which one's right for you. If you're not ready for a cleanse, but you want to start with some sort of protocol with supplements, just fill out my free protocol quiz on the website, and I will personally put together a protocol for you. So just by taking a few steps forward with your health, you literally will change your life, and I'm here to help you every step of the way. And as I'm talking about cleanses and supplements, that's the topic of today. The myths about dietary supplements. Are they all the same? Do you need them? Can you get all the nutrients you're supposed to get out of just diet? Well, when it comes to health and wellness, dietary supplements, it's a huge business. It's a hot topic. Yes, they're marketed as the solution to a variety of health concerns, and the sheer volume of options can be overwhelming. You go into Mother's Market, Whole Foods, and you're like, I see like 40 things for my liver. And I see brands that I've seen marketed on podcasts or even on the news. Are they really what they say they are? Or is it just marketing dollars behind a big company, right? We also are in an industry where some of these big companies like Clorox is buying food companies, health food companies, or supplement companies. I don't want Clorox to be producing my supplements. You don't know where these things are coming from. And so you have all of these advertisements, testimonials, debates, what's effective, what's not. It is really overwhelming. And that's why I'm here to separate it all out. So number one, can supplements replace a healthy diet? No. I always say number one is sleep. If you're not sleeping, then diet and supplements mean nothing. Your exercise means nothing. And number two, the supplements don't do any good if your diet is taking you 4 steps backward while the supplements are taking you 1 step forward, right? So they cannot replace a well-balanced diet. It's easy to fall into that trap of thinking that you're taking a handful of pills each day and you don't have to worry about eating the protein that I talk about, the fruits or vegetables, or you're even eating the wrong healthy vegetables that are tripping up your detox pathways, causing leaky gut. So you're not even absorbing the nutrients from those supplements. I know they're convenient. I'm a supplement junkie, but I've also learned my lesson that the wrong supplements can be really hard on your liver. They can be hard on your gut. They can cause bloat. They can cause burn, nausea, headaches, vision issues, a lot of things. And from food, you're getting fiber, enzymes, antioxidants, other things that the supplements can't fully replicate. So they should complement or supplement your diet. Now, we can be hard on our system. So just by drinking alcohol or eating the processed foods, you're ripping up the gut, you're backing up the liver, and taking those supplements are not going to get you back to ground zero or even accelerate your anti-aging protocols. So you have to be mindful. And it's also incorporating the sleep, the exercise routine, and all of the things. Now, what's so great about supplements, though, is that if you're paying money for supplements, psychologically, you might make better decisions with your lifestyle, with your sleep, with your food, because, am I going to have a McDonald's burger with my digestive enzymes or with my multivitamin? Maybe not. Maybe I'm going to choose that better option out there. Okay, number 2, all ingredients are equal. Now, this is a huge one. And this is where at Accelerated Health Products, I am so stringent because the quality of herbs, I've studied Ayurvedic herbs, I've studied traditional Chinese medicine, and these herbs, especially during the pandemic, some very highly reputable companies lowered their quality of herbs because of the cost or because of getting their herbs from India or China was much more expensive. And many of the herb products are derived from these low quality herbs grown in depleted soils. This is the whole reason we need supplements, is because all of our soils are depleted, right? So having some broccoli today has 1/50th or 2% of the broccoli 50 years ago. So how much broccoli are you really eating? But that also translates into where our herbs for our supplements are grown. So they're compromising the healing potential. Additionally, some herbal formulas contain mold and bacteria way beyond what your body should be taking in. And the FDA is raising their allowed amount in these supplements because of cost, because of inflation, because of all the wacky things that have been going on for the last 5 years. So these mold and bacteria counts could be triggering histamine or allergy responses in your body, backing up your liver more, causing gut issues. So you're not even absorbing the little nutrients in that supplement that you're taking in. So it's undermining their therapeutic benefit, causing that inflammation, strain on the immune system. And the immune system's like, hey, I don't even know what you're trying to give me here. All I'm dealing with is this histamine response and this allergy. So please take it away. So sometimes you're actually going to feel better when you take out a supplement that you think is good for you, and you might be saving yourself some money. So quality is determined by the integrity of the informational pattern within the herb. So this goes beyond just the nutrients. Everything has life force. You and I have our frequencies. I always say with Accelerated Health Products, increase your frequency. What does that mean? That means your life force. That means your ability to think at a higher level. That means just living at a higher frequency, right? Well, herbs and ingredients and food all have frequency. Dead water versus living water. We'll get into that in a minute. Food, that's where people will say, you know what? You might get angry from eating a conventionally raised cow that is stressed out and angered versus a wild bison that is roaming the grass and can do what it wants. It's not stressed out. You might have a different emotional response to that food because food, supplements, water, air, they all have life force or chi. These are essential for transmitting the healing information from the herbs to the body. Traditional herbal practices aim to direct that life force through different meridians, influencing specific organs and glands based on principles like the 5 elements in Chinese medicine. So when you're taking an herb that's meant for the liver, you want that herb to be able to open up the liver meridian or to know where it's going. Now, most companies aren't even thinking this way, right? So preserving an herb's informational integrity and life force depends on the soil conditions, the natural cultivation methods, the proper harvesting time. This is also goes back to our food. Like, should we really be eating watermelon in winter? It's a summer fruit, right? Maybe our guts from our ancestral living know that we shouldn't be eating watermelon at this time. So we might have an adverse reaction to that watermelon versus eating it in the sunlight in the middle of summer. So think through this, right? Our food, we want to be close to it. We want to know where it's coming from. Careful harvesting, the drying of the herbs, the processing, ensure that the herbs retain its potency and the nutrients, maintaining the integrity of its life force or chi. In essence, the herbs are lacking in informational integrity and life force are dried, brown, sun-scorched leaves. They're dead. They don't give you anything, no medicinal value as their chi dissipates and their informational patterns are deteriorating. So prioritizing high quality herbs that are cultivated and processed with care is essential. Now, this costs money. So you get what you pay for out there, right? The next myth. Natural means safe. All those natural ingredients. I was actually just looking at a package of organic dried apples that are really yummy, and the ingredient says organic apples. That's it. The same company has natural apples. Yeah, they're natural. What does that mean? They're natural, but they're not organic. They're full of pesticides. That natural flavoring, natural whatever. It's become a marketing word, leading many people to believe that anything labeled natural is automatically safe. That goes with your skincare and your makeup. So remember that not all natural ingredients are harmless. Think about poisonous plants in the wild. Some natural supplements have side effects, interact with your medications, or pose risks with people with certain health conditions. So you have to do your research, check for the third-party testing, of course, consult with your healthcare provider, no matter how natural it is, whether it's food or supplements. This is one that I had a hard time learning myself. If a little is good, more must be better. I'm a 0 to 1,000 type person, whatever I do in my life. But the problem is more isn't always better when it comes to supplements, when it comes to food either. High dosing of certain vitamins or minerals can be harmful. For instance, taking too much vitamin A can lead to toxicity, and excessive amounts of iron can be dangerous, especially for those who don't have a deficiency. It's essential to follow the dosage. Recognize that your body can only absorb so much at a time. Everything has to be processed through your liver, and we got to love our livers. And if your livers aren't open, if you haven't been taking accelerated liver care or doing liver flushes, your liver's backed up with all those microplastics, the GMOs, the glyphosate, the radiation from our cell phones, from our computers, from everything, and these heavy metals and all of this stuff. So our livers are already working overtime. You give it a ton of supplements at once, it's going to say, wait, I don't know what's in these. There's some fillers. I've got to process the capsules that it's in. What else is in that supplement other than those amazing herbs? That is, if you're taking it from a reputable company. So that's not even assuming that there are some dried out bad herbs with mold and bacteria in them. Overloading on supplements can strain your system and cause more harm than good. And then all supplements are rigorously tested. No, they're not. It's a comforting thought to believe that all supplements on the market are strictly tested, but this is far from the truth. Unlike prescription medications, dietary supplements don't require FDA approval before hitting the shelves. Now, prescription medications, I'm not going to get myself in trouble here talking about them. They all have side effects. So look at the box, and not all of them have been fully tested. Let's talk about the fact that semaglutide has been out there and people just jumped right in, and more side effects are coming out, right? And over the last 5 years, we've seen things that have been put out there. They are safe and they're not. And there's a whole backlash. So whether you're talking about prescription medications or dietary supplements, you have to be careful. Now, some companies do go the extra mile with third-party testing for quality and purity, but not all do. And that's why it's crucial to buy from your reputable brands and that prioritize transparency. And also, if it's cheap, you got to wonder, how are they getting it out so cheap? So don't be swayed by the packaging and the marketing. There was another supplement out there, colostrum, that someone was asking me about different brands. The one brand that is out there that most people know about, it's out there because it's been marketed, and the amount of dollars putting in it are just huge. So of course the name's out there, but just because you've heard the name does not mean it's the best one out there. C60 is being sold by reputable brands that doesn't even have C60 in it. There's only one kind of C60, accelerated C60, that has been tested and approved for human consumption. That's scary. And there's a lot of C60s out there that don't even have the ingredient in there. So you got to be careful. Supplements work the same for everybody. No, they don't. We're all unique. Some people can take DIM, which helps bind up excess estrogen. Most people now cannot. Why? Because it's full of those sulfur vegetables, broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, and all of those sulfur vegetables our sulfur detox pathways have been hijacked because of glyphosate that we're all being exposed to, even if we're trying to eat as much organic as we can. And because of that, we can't process sulfur, so we're getting brain fog, thyroid issues, arthritis, feeling dumb, water retention, bloat, so much. So you've got to be careful. Now, some people are fine. It's just like with a diet. Some people can do a high-fat diet, a ketogenic diet. I can't. High-fat diet's going to cause insulin resistance in me, and high sugar is going to cause insulin resistance in someone else. And even within my own family, we've got 3 people that can be on a low-fat diet and 2 people that can handle that high-fat diet. Some of us are more sensitive to sugars. Some of us are more sensitive to grains. Now, that's the same as these supplements. There's no surprise that supplements don't have a one-size-fits-all effect. So you've got to be careful. Your age, genetics, gender, even the time of month can cause a change in how you handle a certain supplement. Also, your current state of health. So with me, I went through a liver issue. I was hit with a viral exposure that caused my liver to be backed up. I could not process anything that had hormones in it. Any fat-based hormone supplement, any fat food. I had to stay off the salmon and the lamb for a while. Now I'm fine. Now I can start reintroducing some of those supplements. And it's really crazy because I'm super sensitive to them now, and I can feel my body reacting to them because I'm introducing them one at a time. And I had cleared out everything and then started introducing them. And that's something that you might want to do. Take a couple days off of supplements and reintroduce. If you can't figure out if there's something triggering you and you don't know what it is. Signs would be water retention, headache, blurred vision, nausea, those types of things. And then some things, you're just not going to get any results. Now, you want to be patient. Supplements take time. You know, if you're taking a supplement to affect your gut, How long has your gut been off track? Well, it might take a while to get it back on track. And there might be this one aha day where you're like, I'm no longer constipated. We talked to Stephen Wright about the Tributyrin X, which is a butyrate supplement. And he says sometimes people feel it within a week, sometimes a month, sometimes it takes 90 days, but then there's always this aha moment. So you do have to be patient. They're not drugs, they're supplements. Okay, next, you'll feel the results instantly, just like I said. Medication, usually you get that quick relief. The antibiotic kills the virus. You're like, oh, I'm on antibiotics, I'm great. Well, then how are you a week later when the depression hits and the gut is completely wiped out of the good bacteria from the antibiotic, right? So, but with supplements, it's different. They're gradual. It's a support. You also take them for prevention. So sometimes you don't even know if it's working because it's preventing the fact that you're not getting the cold or the flu. Next, if it's on the shelf at Whole Foods, it's effective. You know, Whole Foods is carrying a lot of processed foods that we would not approve of in a natural market. You go to look at some of the soups. Organic canola oil is in there. Ingredients that we would not think they're good for us. So just because it's on the shelf does not mean it's effective or good. Marketing, accessibility, they don't always equate to results. Even Whole Foods needs to sell product, and they need margin, and they need to make profit. And who owns Whole Foods now? It's not just Whole Foods. It's not a small family-owned, family-run company anymore. So you've got to be careful and look, where's the money and who's at the top? Some supplements have impressive studies backing them up, but it is estimated that 95% of supplements don't work. They're junk. They're trying to sell a gimmick, right? There's out there now, there's these GLP-1 lookalikes or supplements that are claiming to do what Ozempic does. There's a bacteria probiotic called Akkermansia that people are saying, oh, that is like GLP-1. Well, guess what? If you overpopulate your gut with one strain, number one, it's high histamine, and high histamine is a huge issue right now. You're not giving your body all of the bacteria down there to put it into balance. And you might be skewing your ability to create GLP-1 on its own. So that is just one example. But I tell you, when I scroll my Instagram, it's like every fifth post that I'm seeing that advertisement. That's just one example. So do your research. Now, this is why I came out with accelerated health products, because I was one that loved supplements. I spent thousands of dollars on them. I was at the GNC store before supplements were even a real thing, trying to figure it out. Oh my goodness, the amount of money I spent. And yes, there's a placebo effect, right? If I'm taking a pill, it's working. But you really have to be careful. And that is why I came out with the brand and the line at Accelerated Health Products. We don't cut corners. My margins are low because I try to pass on the savings to you. And I will only provide you with the best options that I will personally take or give to my own family. So we will not compromise on commitment to quality and integrity. And that goes through into every single supplement. And I will get the best from other companies if I can't provide it myself. Or if they're providing the best out there, there's no reason for me to formulate something that will compete with it, right? So at Accelerated Health Products, we use high potency extracts. So for instance, with our accelerated liver care that I just came out with and I absolutely love, it's been key for bringing my liver enzymes down. We use 10-to-1 concentration extracts or close to it in many of the supplements. That means that each herb's active compounds are maximized. To put it simply, we will concentrate 10 pounds of raw herbs into just 1 pound. Now, a lot of supplements will just sprinkle in or fairy dust in an herb into a formula so they can put it on the label. We don't do that. we put in that high concentration, but then we take it to another level. Then we have all of the ingredients and we play around with it where we find the exact ratios of each ingredient. And for the liver care, it's 13 different ingredients. What's the best synergistic blend to increase the life force and the potency to make each 13 herb to be its best and to have the most power, right? So we're not just throwing them in. We're not just throwing them in to save money or to, just dividing it by the percentage of 13 to make it them all equal parts. No, we make sure that each one enhances the others, delivering that powerful, well-rounded solution. Of course, our supplements go through rigorous testing and we are pure, and we take our mold and bacteria counts way lower than what is allowed. So no supplement company does that. Now, with our liquid supplements, like the accelerated gold, the accelerated copper, and the other one that I am no longer allowed to mention on my podcast, we use water implosion technology. What does that mean? By imploding the water, we're creating that perfectly structured living water that generates its own scalar field. This process naturally lowers the water's surface tension, allowing it to penetrate faster and deeper into the body. So it enhances the absorption because by lowering that surface tension, imploded water is absorbed more efficiently and it can penetrate deeper into the tissues for better results. It increases that life force and that charge. The implosion revitalizes the dead water, restoring it to a structured, high energy state. This increases the piezoelectric charge, amplifying the power of each ion from the gold, the copper, or the other one ion, giving it a strong electrical spark to neutralize pathogens. It is structured water. So liquid crystal water operates on the same energetic template as harmful pathogens, making it highly effective in restoring balance. So literally just the water without the supplement is super restorative to the body. And that goes for the methylene blue as well. It goes through a grander system where just that water can kill pathogens. The implosion process magnetically strips away the bad frequencies, right? So water's carrying frequencies or energy or information. So we want to take away anything that is negative, the pre-existing energetic imprints, allowing a pure environment for the particles to hold their intended beneficial frequencies. It's kind of like a homeopathic. And then we also, imploding the water helps separate any clumps. So ensuring that the gold or copper remains consistent, dispersed throughout. Because a lot of them will just get clumped up in one part of the bottle. The bond angle of the hydrogen in imploded water is altered, creating stronger dipoles that support an alkaline pH and intensify the water's charge. Most other supplements like this are acidic. So this structured environment surrounds each ion to enhance its impact. And it literally brings new life to it. There is no company out there that does this, that incorporates the water implosion technology and then with the scalar enhancement. So the scalar technology, this is what we do. We enhance the supplements with scalar frequencies to further amplify their effectiveness, supporting overall health on both a physical and energetic level. For the liquid products, like I mentioned, we go beyond that. We treat them with the proprietary scalar generators. And then the dry supplements like accelerated fast, accelerated thyroid, accelerated liver care, accelerated cognoblast, they're all uniquely programmed using true analog scalar generators equipped with specialized antennas and analog scalar tuning devices. No other company does this. So this is how it works. We use this advanced technology to generate scalar fields. It allows us to infuse each product with specific biologic informational patterns or intrinsic data fields. So for Cognoblast, it's for focus and memory and brain. For Gold, it's for increasing IQ and sleep. For the accelerated liver care, it's to open up the meridians to the liver and the gallbladder and help them drive those herbs into that area to help detoxify and rebuild the liver. So we are very specific with the codes that we put into each supplement. Precision is key. So the scalar field we generate is finely tuned to produce a coherent energy field, which is incredibly challenging without the right equipment. Scalar energy is entirely different from regular electromagnetic radiation, and this technology requires very specific analog tuning. My mentor, my formulator, is brilliant. And we are the only company worldwide combining traditional analog scalar tuning devices with modern tuned scalar generators. And it's that unique process that sets us apart. So this is where we take it to a whole nother level. And you're not going to see this anywhere else. I have to make sure that my supplements are going to be very helpful to me and my family, and then my loved ones, and then of course all of you. And I use my body, and I use my brain, and I use my family as test subjects to bring you the best quality things. And like I said before, supplements are supplements to the right diet, to the right lifestyle. But what they do is give you that leg up. When you are so unmotivated, you're depressed, you're overweight, you're trying hard, but then you binge and you just don't know a way out, you don't see the light. Sometimes these supplements can give you that footing, that grounding to then make the better decisions about your food, to choose wild animal protein instead of going to McDonald's, to choose going to the gym or going for a walk instead of sitting on your phone, to choose to go to bed an hour earlier, right? This is where you need the building blocks from supplements and from diet and then from lifestyle, but to make those bigger changes in your life. And just by making one change, you're going to start feeling better. And then you're going to want to make another change. There's some people out there, and you might be one of them, that are saying, I want to go 0 to 1,000. Throw me into the biggest cleanse, change my diet. I'll throw away all my food, all of my cleaning supplies. I'm going to change everything today. Then some of you are like, I just want to start with one thing. And that's fine. Either way works. But you are not going to feel a difference if you're taking supplements from a poor company that has no reputation. Make sure you're looking at reviews. Make sure you are reading more about from other people. That's why I love my group coaching, because people post their questions and their experiences with the cleanses or with the supplements. So you hear from other people. You can sit back for free and just listen if you want for a while to kind of figure out what's right for you. So I know it's a scary world out there, and that is why I'm here, because I've been that person. I was at rock bottom. I had to save my son from leukemia at 9. I had to save my daughter from anemia, allergies, and asthma when she was younger. My other daughter from learning issues and disabilities, hormonal issues, PMS through the roof. I've got family members, that had liver enzymes high just like mine. We all are vain. We all want better body composition, whether you are a woman in her 50s or a teenage athlete. All of those people I want results for, and I put it on my back and my reputation. And that is why I do what I do. So it is a lot of noise out there. You want to be careful. You want to make sure you're also eating the right foods. The sulfur foods, the broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, they could be tripping you up. They could be bad for you. Oxalates, almonds, spinach, kale, Swiss chard, those might be causing your thyroid to slow down, brain fog, arthritis. So you really have to be careful with your diet too. And you might be doing too much cardio. You might be disrupting your sleep. And stress, of course, right? Or how are you managing your stress? Supplements and diet aren't going to work if you've got leaky gut and high cortisol from your stress levels. And so you want to make sure you're managing that. So at the end of the day, understanding what's behind the label and choosing products like those at Accelerated Health Products is key. And you're not going to get anything better than the combination of the amazing ingredients, the way we put them together, enhanced with water implosion technology and scalar technology. You're just not going to get anything more. So thanks for listening. I hope our discussion doesn't stop here. If you're feeling lost in the supplement world, I'm here to help. And you can start by getting your free supplement protocol. Just head to SaraBantaHealth.com, complete the form, and get your personalized supplement plan created just for you from me. Follow me on social media at Accelerated Health Products and join the free group coaching. There's no downside. Learn from others. It's on Telegram. The link's at SaraBantaHealth.com. I keep you moving forward every day. Listen to this podcast and all the podcasts when you search Accelerated Health with Sara Banta on Spotify, E360, Amazon, Roku, Apple, iHeartRadio, and over 100 different platforms. You will be able to find me. Share this podcast with some of your friends, especially your supplement junkies, or even your friends that are a bit apprehensive about supplements. We need supplements because our diets can't give us everything anymore, but you need the right supplements. You can use coupon podcast10 to get 10% off your first order off the website. And remember, I'm live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So join me next time for more ways to unlock your health potential.